How do I start learning about kosher food for beginners? Are you curious about how to start learning about kosher food? You are in the right place. Understanding kosher food can be a rewarding journey. Let's break down the basics together. First, it is essential to grasp the principles of Kashrut, which are the Jewish dietary laws. These laws dictate what foods are permissible and how they should be prepared. The foundation of Kashrut is found in the Torah and is further explained in texts like the Talmud and the Shulchan Aruch. Next, familiarize yourself with the categories of kosher food. There are three main categories: meat, dairy, and pareve. Meat comes from animals that chew their cud and have split hooves, like cows and sheep. These animals must be slaughtered according to specific rules known as shechita. Certain parts of the animal are not allowed. Dairy must come from kosher animals and should never be mixed with meat. Utensils used for dairy should not have been used for meat. Pareve foods are neutral and include items like fish with fins and scales, eggs, fruits, vegetables, and grains. These can be eaten with either meat or dairy. Understanding the separation of meat and dairy is also important. These two categories are never eaten together. You will need separate utensils and cooking equipment for each. Additionally, there is often a waiting period between consuming meat and dairy, which varies by tradition. Another key point is the importance of certification. Many kosher foods requiring certification from a reliable rabbinic authority to ensure compliance with all laws. Look for certification symbols, known as Kosher, on packaging to confirm that a product meets kosher standards. You should also study specific food rules. For example, fish must have fins and scales to be considered kosher. Shellfish and other seafood without these features are not allowed. Eggs need to be inspected to ensure they contain no blood. Fruits and vegetables must be free of insects, which often requires careful washing or soaking. Wine and grape juice must be certified kosher due to their ritual significance. When it comes to kosher food preparation, meat must undergo a process called koshering, which involves soaking and salting to remove blood. Utensils and kitchen equipment should be designated for either meat or dairy to avoid cross-contamination. As you start your journey, begin by identifying kosher-certified products. Separate meat and dairy in your kitchen to follow the guidelines. Familiarize yourself with common kosher symbols on packaging. If you have questions, seek guidance from knowledgeable sources or local rabbis. By starting with these foundational concepts, you will build a clear understanding of kosher food and the laws of Kashrut. As you become more familiar, you can look into more detailed aspects of kosher certification and the spiritual significance behind these dietary rules. Enjoy your learning experience.